share everything you have in Vostok with
No, I got it, but for the...
It turns out, he wants
I
Vostok itself.
found that freedom group.
Oh, I see. Here, take this for your trouble. Now that those bastards are off our backs, there won't be any more disruptions of our... So long.
It's over, guys. Good job.
the leash.
Come on in, and don't drag your feet. If you only got one, don't expect a big payout.
Hand it over. I had an assistant I'll never forget, Nightingale. It was a delight to work with and a great drinking buddy. It's a shame he's gone. Think you can fill his shoes?
I wasn't planning to. I'm here about...
I know what you're here about. The first ones in the house. But we'll enjoy it right here on the spot. You can fetch the bottle from my lab. It's just down the hall. I'm starting to sober up. And when I'm so... You couldn't find it. All right. Let's sample the goods. Let's have one. And then we can talk about what, where, and how much. Here's to the start of our partnership.
All right. Here's to our partnership.
Not even a flinch, huh? That sort of bravado is gonna impress me. When you're drinking, you've gotta put your heart into it. So, where are we? How about another one?
I'm not interested in vodka.
A man with no interest in vodka is a man with no interest in life itself. What motivates him then? How can you trust him? And most importantly, why share a drink with him? Hmm? Look, how about those colors? Leave them out next time. The shop's closed. What's the point of stocking up on colors if I don't have a leash? It was a promising project, sure. But it's time to bid it farewell. Bottoms up, Stalker.
What project are you talking about?
I told ya, Project Leash, the mutant control project. They cooked up all sorts of freaks, then tried to make gadgets to boss them around and zap them remotely if things get out of hand. As you know, they fucked up the later parts. When the project got shelved, those colored mutants were supposed to die peacefully in their cages. not run amok in the zone, spooking stalkers. So much for a promising project. But I suppose promises are made to be broken. How about a drink to that stalker?
Let's have another one. Sure.
To abstract thinking. If man is the measure of all things, then the measure of a man is 3 shots of this magic vodka. So go ahead, ask your questions while I'm feeling charitable.
How do you destroy phantoms and defeat someone who can create induced illusions?
Seen double, eh? You probably just had some bad vodka. Try some of mine. It's good for more than just keeping radiation at bay.
When I saw the man who created those phantoms, I was stone cold sober.
Ha ha ha. And I was stone cold sober when I saw evidence that it was impossible. But who am I to forbid you from living in a world of illusions? If you're really so eager, drag your ass to X5. That's where the whole 3-ring circus used to be. Try to find a blueprint for the suppressor. It's out to help you. I'm all out of vodka anyway. Come on. I'll give you the key card for the lab. The colors were a crude instrument. The suppressors, on the other hand, they were designed to dampen abilities of a fine creature. Now, where did I put it? Hold on. Let me give you the key to the X5 first. No, that's just some junk. Ah, look, a pickle. I'll save it for later. Fuck, where are you off to? The artifact just popped out of the still. Grab it, Stalker. Left. No, right. Why, you're light on your feet, Stalker. You can hack. Seems like I gave the keycard for X5 to Sherpa after all. That's why I... Anyway, if you want the suppressor, you need to talk to that boring grad student yourself. He's over in Agrопроm, staying close to X5. And now for the 4th shots.
worry, bud. You got me out of a jam, Storm. I was trying to slip past without disturbing this beautiful creature. But it didn't...
What, are you feeling?
What did it do wrong? It's a predator. It hunts to survive, but when it comes to monsters, human...
You're alive?
Thanks for not walking on by.
wounded and need help. I repeat, we need help. We've got wounded.
I ask you to vacate the premises. I'm occupying it and there's nothing here to take.
Calm down, Sherba. Двупалов sent me.
Is the professor doing okay? He didn't succumb to intoxication from that poison of his, did he? Its alcohol by volume is nearing pure ethanol, not to mention the anomalous component. What a fall from grace. A great scientist resorting to making vodka.
Why do you even bother helping Двупалов?
How can I stand by and watch a scientist of his caliber kill the few brain cells he has left? He has invaluable knowledge and skills, the kind that are not taught at Malachite, especially nowadays. The professor has no right to go down this path.
Tell me about Двупалов.
Professor Двупалов is a brilliant mind hailing from the Project X era, the mastermind behind the Controller project. He used to bring science to new heights. Now the only thing he can bring is a glass toward his lips. He's disenchanted with his life's work, you see? Nothing ever changes. If only the professor had taken a moment to peruse my notes instead of selling vodka.
Двупалов sent me to get the key card for X5. I'm looking for the Phantom Suppressor.
It took Двупалов a whole 6 months just to remember my name while I served him food every day. And now he tells you about the card right away? Did you drink with him or something?
It's tough to avoid having a drink with him.
That stuff is pure poison. All right, I'll give you the card. It's too risky for me in there anyway. But you've got to promise me that you'll search X5 for any papers related to the Controller project and bring them back to me.
Since I'm headed to X5, tell me about the lab.
Until recently, no one even knew it existed. The research there was classified, and the lab had been mothballed for quite some time. Then Duty did some cleanup with heavy explosives there, and found hidden levels beneath Agroprom. I used certain informal channels to reach out to the professor. That's how I found out it was an old mutant research lab. I can't even begin to fathom what's going on in there right now.
Why do you want those papers?
I tried to convince Professor Двупалов that I'm a worthy successor to his great work, but all I received from him was a couple of his drafts, one of which had been used as a food wrapper. I'm talking about research that could etch our names into history. Since the professor doesn't seem to recognize it, I'll take it upon myself to finish the job for him.
Tell me what you know about the Controller project.
The Controller project did involve some research on phantoms, but its main objective was to develop specimens modified with both biological and technological enhancements. Unlike their mutant predecessors, which were impossible to keep in their cages, these were meant to be trained as soldiers to protect Project X personnel. Can you imagine? Not even S.T.A.L.K.E.R is attempting anything like that nowadays. They haven't even managed to create a single new specimen.
Hand me that key card, and I'll see what I can do about your papers.
All right. It's not like I've got much of a choice. But keep those papers in mind, Stalker. You'll need to head all the way down, but if you're willing to do the job, I'll make it worth your while. I'll go check on the professor in the meantime. Seems like every time I look away, he's got a new drinking buddy.